Hey guys, Bottom25 here, playing FSX once again. Today we'll be flying a Boeing 737-500 of Lufthansa from Porlamar to Caracas. Caracas? However you pronounce it. Now let's get the autopilot set up. I think most of them... We're basically almost ready to go anyway, because, you know, as I said, I had to refly that leg because of reasons. I'll go on. Yeah, taxi on. I say shift P1. Yep, shift P1. Shift P1, release. There we go. Full up, full down, neutral. Rudder full left, full right, neutral. Full left, full right, neutral. Yep, it seems... Let's just put it this way, the actual landing, I'm glad I wasn't recording that one. Not because of speed, but just the way it landed. I'm just gonna casually taxi with just a single engine. The other engine should be online shortly. Yet now I need to hit the brakes just because that. Now we'll be fine, just simply because. Now 1 and 2 flaps set. So I'd say 3 more legs because we're going to Caracas. However the heck you pronounce it. Then to Aruba. Then to Port-au-Prince. So Caracas. That's 1. Port-au-Prince. 2. In Haiti. Wait, no. Port-au-Prince, Aruba. No. Caracas. Aruba. Port-au-Prince. Haiti. Port-au-Prince, Kingston, I believe it was in Jamaica, and the final flight is going to be to Havana. Okay, guys, I'm not sure if I should bother. Hold on, give me a moment here. Turn more. So I'm just going to try to get it in a position where it's not going to run off. Yeah, no, I'd say we're just going to go to 27. That's what I'm saying. We're not just going to take off from 27, right, which is this. Yeah, this thing here is a runway. It's barely a 737 width. Although, in all honesty, with the amount of thrust to weight ratio this thing has, if it really wants to, I think
taxiway, on taxiway.
Ignore the fact that we're, drawing a line. That we're probably just, 1 gears off. This is the plane that you can really just pull up with, and basically, as soon as it starts to rotate and reaches a certain degrees, you can pull up. So we basically just want to take off using as little runway as possible. So yeah, fun fact, there's a Cape to Cape tour as well with the DLH, which is literally flying from the Cape of Good Hope, so Cape Town, to somewhere down in the Cape of South America. You actually fly into Dublin. I'm considering doing that tour next. If I do it, it's meant to be done with a dash 8, but it says, sort of wide bodies are allowed. Narrow bodies are allowed. So I might just do it with a 737, because it's proven itself to be a wonderful aircraft. Like, for those type of flights
Approaching
with, you know,
27.
short, probably short runways in some of them, and it's quite small. I'd say this is in capacity, I think, pretty much comparable to a Dash 8. Let's get on the runway. Let's go.
On runway 27.
Takeoff power set. And just to prove my point, oh yeah, I have VOR lock on, not heading select. Ready, I'm pulling up now. What did I hit? Now, you would usually wait a bit before doing that. See what I mean? Look how short, how little of the runway we actually used. Because I'm going to pause the video here as we're climbing out while still above the airport and we're already at 1,200 feet. Now, you don't get this with any other aircraft, really, do you? Well, at least I haven't. Let's pause the video here so you guys can begin our approach. I'm just making sure I have indeed set the flaps to 0. Yeah, so pause the video here, see you guys once we're approaching Caracas, or however the heck you pronounce that. See you then. Okay guys, we're approaching Caracas, so turn up to 130, there's a 747 directly ahead of us. Descend and maintain 4,000. Making sure we're not I know we're not overspeeding, we might get a tower. That should load. See, we're 2 nautical miles away from a 7.4, that's what worries me most. $110 knots. Should go for 115. Launch pattern entry. All I'm going to say here, let's start shoot 4,000, we're descending to 4,000. Ooh, that guy's going to pass directly below us. Also, if I could, I really hope that type of turbulence isn't simulated in the game. Otherwise we are royally screwed. So I hope no wake turbulence, basically. Yeah, let's get a few screenshots there. I hope. You know, tell me. If it was more than 4, I can tell you that. Okay, now. Spoilers in. Begin extending the flaps. Full flaps. Or at least the 747 is pulling away from us. I think the airport is on that kind of peninsula. I nearly called it a sticky island, but right, bring up the menu bar. World map. No, we're only about request airport direction. How far ahead is he now? Oh, thank goodness. 25 miles? Oh, no, that's far too far away at this speed. So why we're gonna speed up now. For some reason I have the aircraft's nose raised viciously, even though we're speeding up, not slowing down. Look at the underside. I'm pretty sure the passengers would be pushed back in their seats. They'd probably be scared out of their wits. Are we going to have to fly with a nose down attitude just to maintain the altitude? That's something the passengers will love, I assume. Oh, we're still speeding up. So guys, I just felt like I need to speed up. Ten. Alright, so I think we're 10 miles out then. "22 miles. Are we approaching?" And that's what the tower sees. Flying to SVMI. So, which airport are you directing me to? Or have I just set up? No, I've set it up to SVMI. Well, that says 10 miles. It's not. It's not on that. It is on that peninsula. Now I'm utterly confused, to tell you the truth. So we're only on the runway that's slightly off center. Now the approach is going to be certainly interesting. See, there's the airport. There's a 74 going in ahead of us. Yeah, he's descending, isn't he? Yeah, he's at 3,800. We're at 4,000. Hold on. Yep, that's the actual pressure. I'm curious, are we approaching the same runway? I'm not interested in my airport at the moment. Huh. So these are only on runway 10 as well. Yeah, that's the one. I'm not interested in the airway right now, mate. Yeah, we're going in like that. Like that. Some of you might have heard Lufthansa has recently acquired an A350. Let's request the airport direction yet again. Well, that could actually turn on. 16 miles. No, I'm not slowing down yet. Actually, you know what? Yes, I will. Go right back to 115. No spoilers, though. You will be able to tell as the aircraft slows because the nose will actually rise above. You see, landing like this wouldn't be a good idea because you would, just to maintain altitude, the nose has to be down. So the descent, the nose would have to be further down. See, now it would be just about possible to land. And as the nose raises even further, that increases the chance of landing on the rear wheels and not crushing the nose wheel. So this is the first time we've landed in mainland South America. With DLH. Let's request airport direction yet again. It's not really direction, I can see the airport. Alright, then I'm going to follow 74 on final. 12 miles, right. And we're high as a kite. What I want. You're high as a kite. Red on white. You're all right. Red on red. You're dead. Now the puppies disappear when I need them the most. That's an extremely short runway for a 7-4, ain't it? If it turns out that that's runway 9 and not runway 10, I'm going to be extremely pissed. I'm just going to check, actually. That seems that one is runway 10 then. That one's 9. Great. Spoilers retract. We don't really need... See that? There's a huge hole in the ground there. Yep, that is in fact a huge hole in the terrain. I've done an actual thing near Caracas. I was pronouncing it wrong anyway now. Sorry to any motion sick people about the sudden switches in views. We're just making this slow pitch up in a turn. Let's be careful here, make sure the nose doesn't drop below the horizon really, because that would cause rate of descent, which we don't really want while preparing to land on any runway with the gear intact. Except if you're a Ryanair pilot, then you want to smack that plane down as hard as you possibly can. If it bounces, you get bonus points. You actually get a pay raise. Fun fact. Of course, that's a joke. Just thought I'd clarify that because there are people who will believe that. But seriously, almost all Ryanair pilots tend to slam it down. I said almost all. We have had a few good Ryanair landings. Most of them the captain was. Well, he's been with... Well, was old. Or old, well... Looks into the cockpit, you could see he wasn't... let's put it this way, you can see he isn't a 30-year-old. Well, we're clear to land runway 10. Hopefully the 7-4 will have cleared, but... That's the other thing they would have told us if he hadn't. This ain't Tenerife, after all. It's 1,600 feet. Let's see. Adjust the trim a bit. We're not losing speed, are we? Auto throttle off. Almost every time you see the underbelly of an aircraft that much, you know something's wrong.
Approaching 10.
I'm going to say 10. No one's going to make stake 10 for anything. Like 13, sure, you'd say runway 13 because people might confuse it for 30. 30. I've got one finger on the throttle, which is for some reason, I'd say almost already at idle. Yeah, there's a 7-4. That's Pacifica Jumbo. Let's cut back on that throttle a bit, shall we? I won't be landing short anyway. Never mind. Oh, that was beautiful. Landing rate? -126. I would call that extremely smooth. Right, stow. I'd say the passengers would probably be like, is that it? Are we off the runway already? The answer is yes. You are off the runway. Acknowledge ground handoff. I'm gonna park where I please, really. Should I taxi up next to that 7-4 just for a size comparison? So we're probably going to continue from here to Aruba. Hit the black. Outside top down. Yeah, I'd say we can take off from runway 9. Well, actually, I might just turn slightly then to get us closer to that runway to make it, basically, to make it worth it. So I just need a bit of speed to get moving, really. You need a bit of power. Should I deploy the reverser, or are we slowing down sufficiently? Yeah, I'd say we're slowing down sufficiently. I know this is a gate meant for large aircraft, but sure, it will do. Make some minor adjustments, give her a bit of power. And a parking brake set. I'm gonna shut it down. Right, we've got the air stairs coming out. See, it's only that much. And now, let's open the main door. And that will go in. So if that was a flight from, I'm not sure the name of the place, to Caracas. I'm Button 25. Goodbye.